Okay, students, this is going to be probably a little bit of a lengthy video or tutorial because I want to show you about Google Read and Write. Google Read and Write is a tool that allows you to create text boxes and digitally write on the assignments that your teacher sends you. So here I am in Maggie's classroom, in my practice classroom for Maggie. And two of the assignments that I have for Maggie in reading are very similar, except one is a trouble file because I want to show you that, and the other one is a no problems file. So I'm going to show you the trouble file first. It happens to be this golden fish one. So I'm going to take you into the assignment. As you can see on this assignment, there is a PDF over here, which means that you get a copy of this PDF, but you cannot make changes to it. You can't write on top of it or anything like that. And then over here in your assignment, you have in your work box, you have a PDF that has your username at the beginning of it. That means that you can go in, this is your own copy, you will make changes to it, and eventually you're going to turn it in for your teacher to mark. So the first thing on my instruction sheet is to open, or my instructions bubble here is to open the story file and read it carefully. You can print it off if desired. You don't have to. Next thing you're going to do is open the questions file. That's this one over here, and use Google Read and Write to answer the questions. Then you're going to turn in your completed work through this assignment. So you're not going to share it with your teacher with the share button. You're going to turn it in. So let's pop open the golden fish. Now, one thing that you might notice is that it opened on the exact same tab that I had in my classroom. We do not, it's better practice to open it in a new tab. So if you, by accident or forget, and you double click the file open and it opens over top of your classroom, then just click the back button. And this time, when you put your cursor over it, do a right click, and the little menu will come up, and you can either open it in a new tab or you can open it in a new window. So I'm going to open this one in a new tab, and you will see the tab opened here. And then it will ask me, what do I want to open this with? I can slide down to Google Read and Write for Chrome. That is the tool you're going to use most often. And then remember I told you this was the trouble file. It's going to tell you that we can't find any text in this document. It may not have been scanned using OCR. And then it says you can use your SnapVerter license to fix it. So a teacher can fix it. I don't know if students can fix it. But basically what this message means is that you cannot click and have Google Read and Write read this to you, which is one of the main functions of Google Read and Write. So if you have no problem reading this on your own, then the OCR message is not a problem. You can read it, go all your way through it, and then you can go back to the, why can't I? Oh, it's the other tab. Sorry, I got confused there for a minute. It happens to the best of us. You can go back to your Google Classroom tab and you can right click. And this time I'm going to open the question page in a new window. And you will see it popped open a whole new window. This is the only tab that's open. And again, it's going to ask me what I want to open it with. Open it with Google Read and Write, or Read and Write for Google Chrome. And you'll probably get the same message. Yep, there it is. We can't find any text in this document. It may not have been scanned using OCR. So that means, I've already been playing with this one. Let's get rid of that. That means that Google Read and Write won't be able to read these questions to you. But if you look at the toolbar, the typewriter tool is still available. So you can click on the typewriter tool, click on the box, and type your answer. So the question is, where did the old man and his wife live? You can type in the old man and his wife lived by the sea. I think that's where they lived. It's been a while since I read that. And then you can check mark that to say that's your answer. You may want to change the size of your text box. It could be having this problem because of the OCR issue. Let's take another look. Text typewriter on. The old man, and I keep doing that. His wife lived by the sea. It's not letting me. That could be part of the OCR. It's not really a problem with this short sentence. It's still within the line. It's within distance of the line, so it's not a bad idea. But it can be kind of annoying. Another tool that you have in Google Read and Write, if we turn off the typewriter, is the freehand drawing tool. I'm going to turn it off for a minute. We're going to scroll down. The freehand drawing tool is really great for. Oh, we're having trouble. See, it's the OSR. So the OCR, sorry. So the OCR might be causing you a lot of trouble. If you open a PDF with Google Read and Write and you get this black ribbon, you need to tell your teacher that Google Read and Write is unable to read it. Try doing some things. If it's a question sheet like this, try doing some things. But if it does happen that it's not working, like my freehand drawing is not working, see, I'm trying to freehand draw and it's not letting me. Then just close the document and tell your teacher, send a private comment or send a class comment to your teacher that you're having difficulty with it. So I told you at the beginning that this was the troubled one. So I knew that going in. We're going to back up. We're going to go for a bell for the cat, and I'll show you how this is different. So again, you open the assignment, view assignment. You've got the story right here, and you've got your work, your question assignment right here. Right click, open in a new tab. I can close that golden fish tab. And then I might just start getting this going by opening that in a new tab as well. So I've got two tabs open for Maggie, one that has her story on it and one that has and a window that has the questions on it. Okay, both windows, the tab and the window, are going to ask you, what do you want to open it with? And you always want to open it with Google Read and Write. Here we are back at the story. Once it loads up, you will notice that it tells you you're only allowed to view this file. Commenting tools are not available. So the typewriter is not available. But the black OCR ribbon did not come up. So we should be able to play.
A great bell for the cat. The cat was causing a terrible problem. It was catching and eating all of the mice. What can we do? What can we do? Cry the mice.
So when a PDF is readable, it has OCR, then Google Read and Write will be able to read it for you. Some of you may need this tool, some of you may not. So that's just, each of us has our different strengths and our different areas for working on. So you kind of have to figure that out yourself. And also, the reading isn't perfect, but it should give you the general idea. So once you've finished reading it, we go over to the question sheet. This is yours. It will have your username in the title. That's how you know that it's yours. You're not getting anybody else's. It's a good idea always, if there's room for your name, to put your name. Because this is OCR, I can change the size of the text box. I can change the size of the font. I can turn prediction on. I can change the color of the font. Don't use crazy wild colors. Blue or black is fine. And then we can click down here and answer the question, what was the mice's problem? The mice's problem was the cat. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but seeing as how the cat is in the title, I figure that has something to do with it. So again, you can make the font bigger just with a click and make it smaller just with a click. Make it nice and big if you have the room on the line so that your teacher can see it easily. Again, if you would rather talk and type, you can do that. If we click here, I'll show you how to do that. Talk and type. You have to allow access. So it started to type. Let me erase that. Again, we're answering in full sentences. The mice had a meeting because the cat was a problem. You can turn it off, drag out your text box, and I forgot a period. Don't forget periods. Don't forget your punctuation. Then you can go through. If we continue down on this document, we have a fill in the blanks here. You have to choose the right thing. This is adding endings. And I thought there might be something we could use the drawing tool for. If it says something like look around the classroom and obviously you're at home, then just look around your house and name the things that they ask you to name. No, there's no drawing on this one, so I'll just do it to show you. You click on the pen, it will turn the typewriter off and turn the pen on. You'll be able to use your mouse. Using your mouse as a pencil takes a little bit of getting used to, but after a little while it becomes no problem. You can erase just by clicking on the eraser and then clicking on the thing that you drew. I think that's it. That's kind of what Google Read and Write looks like. It's a great tool. Everybody has access to it. It's up here in your extensions tray right here. It's the purple puzzle piece. Sorry, it's getting a little bit late and I'm getting a little bit tired. But that's basically how you use Google Read and Write. It's a great tool for all kids to use, and it will make your life easier when finishing and submitting assignments in Google Classroom. Thanks for listening.